Okay, assignment 4A, this is a review over stuff we've already done. What we were doing before we got closed down. When the government told us to close down. Tell whether each function represents growth or decay. Okay, so the first one, problem number, by the way, you might want to get the calculator and get a phone calculator up. Should be similar to that one. Okay, and the first one we got is y equals 2 times 4 to the power of x. Okay, so what you're going to do here is make a table 0, 1, 2, and you're just going to plug those numbers in for x. Okay, so I've got 2 times 4, the power is the x to the y, okay, and you want to put a 0 in for your x. Okay, that gives me 2. Now I'm going to take 2 times 4 to the first power. So 2 times 4 to the power of 1. I got 8. And now 2 times 4 to the second. Okay, I got 32. So that's obviously growth. Okay, so growth. Okay, number 2. Y equals 3 times 0.25 to the power of x. So I'm going to first take 3 times 0.25 to the 0 power. Remember, the power is the x to the y button. Okay, I got 3. And 3 times 0.25 to the first power. Okay, 0.75. And 3 times 0.25 to the second power. Okay, 0.1875, so that is getting smaller and smaller, so that is decay. Okay, number 3. We have y equals 25 over 7 times 7 over 5 to the x power. 0, 1, 2. So I'm going to take 25 sevenths times 7 fifths to the 0 power. Here's how you're going to punch that in. Okay, so I go 25 divided by... Actually, you're going to want to make a parentheses. You're going to want to put 25 over 7 in parentheses. So 25 divided by 7. Okay. And then another parentheses with 7 divided by 5. Close that parentheses and then hit your power and you're going to put 0 in. Okay, 3.57. Now we're going to take 25 over 7 times 7 fifths to the first power. Actually, I don't even know if you need the parentheses. 25 divided by 7, parentheses, 7 divided by 5 to the power of 1. I don't think you'll need it. And then you go to 5. 25 divided by 7, parentheses, 7 divided by 5 to the second power. Okay, you got 7, so that's growth. Okay, because it's growing. Okay, number 4. We've got y equals 0.5 times 1/4 to the x power. Okay, so on your calculator, you go 0.5, then 1 divided by 4 to the 0 power. Gives us 0.5. And then 0.5 times 1/4 to the power of 2, 0.03. Wait a second, I skipped 1. 0.03 is here. I accidentally skipped 1. Okay, 0.5 times 1 divided by 4 to the first power. 0.125. Okay, as you can see, that is decaying because I have a 5, 1, 0. So decay. Okay, now the next part. Write each equation in logarithmic form. Write each equation in logarithmic form. So number 5, we have 5 to the power of 4 equals 125. So to write it in log form, you put equals and you put the word log. Now on the other side, that 4, whatever the power is over here all by itself. And then the base of the power 5 goes here to the bottom right, and then the product 125 goes right before the equals. So it's log base, here I'll write it better. Log base 5 of 125 equals 4. That's your answer. Now if you remember how to type that into a calculator, here's how you do it. Okay, you type in insert equation, go to the 4th tab over and go to your x to the a, okay, xa. Then start typing. You're going to go log, and then you hit enter 5, enter. Enter 5, enter, 125 equals 4. Okay, that's how you type the answer. Okay, number 6, doing the same thing. 10 to the power of negative 3 equals 0.001. So equals, write the word log, whatever the exponent is goes over here, and I put my 10 here, and then my product 0.001 here. So again, to type the answer, insert equation, 4th tab over, new equation, x to the a, log, enter 10, enter, 0.001 equals negative 3. Okay, and that's how to type in the logs. Okay, evaluate each logarithm. Okay, so number 7, we have log base 6 of 216. You got to figure out how many 6s it takes to multiply to 216. There's 2. Let's see what that is. 6 times 6 times 6. Okay, 216. So that would be 3. There are 3 factors of 6, so it's equal to 3. 3 is the answer. Number 8, log base 5 of 625 equals, so 5 times 5 is 25. I keep going. It's 125. There's 625, so that answer's 4. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, number 9 and 10, you're doing the same thing. I gotta rip off a new piece of paper. Okay, log base 11 of 121, so we got 11 times 11 is 121, so that's 2. Okay. And then number 10, log base 3 of 1 over 27 equals. Now let's put a negative. If the product has a 1 over the top of it, the answer is a negative, and then you just multiply 3's to get to 27. So 9, and that's 27. So that would be negative 3. Since instead of being 27, the product's 1 over 27. Okay, number 11. Write the expression as a single logarithm. Okay. So we have 3 log base 2 of A, log base 2A, minus 2 log base 2 of B. Okay, so you write log base 2, you write it just one time, okay? And then minus means we're going to write A divided by B. Minus is like, goes with division. Then we put the 3 and the 2 on the A and the B as powers, okay? And that's your answer. Now here's how you type that in on a calculator. New equation, or not on a calculator, on the Google Doc, x to the A. Log, enter 2, enter, then go parentheses. Now to do A to the 3rd power, you click the tab, but now you go x to the B, okay? And you go A, enter 3. Now divided by, just hit this key here and that's good enough. Or hit enter again to get out of the exponent. Enter, and then B to the 2nd. So I go right there. X to the B. When you want a base and an exponent, you go X to the B, and you go B, enter 2, enter, and then close your parentheses. Okay. Okay, number 12. Expand the logarithm. We have log base 10, 3x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd. Now expand means you write a bunch of different logarithms. So you're going to put a parentheses, and we got a 3, x to the 3rd, and y. So that's 3 factors. So log base 10, log base 10, log base 10. Okay, then with times, you write addition signs. Times is with addition, minus is division. Okay, and then you just put 3, x to the 3rd, and y to the 2nd. Now this 3 needs to come around to the front, and the 2 comes around to the front. Okay, and then here's how you type that in. New equation. Log base 10, so you go x to the a, so log, enter 10, enter 3, plus 3, log base 10, so again the xa, log, enter 10, enter x, okay? Plus 2, because there's a 2 in as a coefficient. Then XA, log, enter 10, enter Y. Okay, there you have it. Okay, solve each equation. (27 to the power of 3x equals 81. Okay, so we're solving for x. Now, if x is in the exponent, you go 3x equals, and you're going to use your log divided by log. Okay, you're going to put a 27 on the bottom and an 81 on the top. Okay, there's nothing outside the parentheses, so I don't have to add, do anything. I'm ready to just do this. So on a calculator, I take log 81 divided by log 27. Okay, 1.33. Then I divide both sides by 3. And I take 1.33 divided by 3, 0.44. Okay, number 14. We have 3 to the power of x minus 1 equals 24. Same idea. There's nothing outside of our power, so I can set my x minus 1 equals log over log. So 3 on bottom, 24 on top. So I take, don't just take 24 divided by 3, it's got to be log 24 divided by log 3. 2.89. Then we add 1 to both sides, and that's 3.89. Okay, number 15. We have log base 10 of x equals 2. Now, when you have a log and you have to solve for the x, you want to first rewrite it in exponent form. Whatever's in the parentheses, you're going to put right there, okay? And then the base right before that comes over here, and this 2 is my power. Remember, if I have a logarithm, what's on the other side is the power. Okay, then 10 to the second means 10 times 10, and that would be 100. Okay. New piece of paper. Number 16. We have 2 times e to the power of 3x equals 16. Now I gave you a hint, it says ln, but before you use ln you have to delete this 2. Now it's in front, so that means it's times 2, so we need to divide by 2, and that is 8. Okay, now I've used the L, keep those parentheses there. Now that you have your outside of the parentheses cleared, you can go ln, ln. The point of that is now the e is gone, and I just have 3 times x. And I find what ln 8 is, what the natural log of 8 is. So I go ln 8, 2.08. Then I divide by 3. And 2.08 divided by 3 is 0.69. Okay, number 17. We've got ln, and then x plus 4 equals 2. Now here it says hint E. Okay. Now you can go right to your E on the ln, so E, but you put that down to the bottom left as a base. That cancels, and now I have just x plus 4. Now e to the power of 2 you can find on a calculator. E is like pi, it's a number, so you go to your E right there. You need to have a second power, so you go x to the y, and then 2, 7.39. And I subtract 4, and that's going to be 3.39. Okay, then we got some story problems. I deposit $300 in a savings account. The account earns 3% interest per year. How much money will be in the account after 5 years? So you're finding what the money equals. And I have 2 units underlined. I've got dollars and years. X is years, Y is money. X times always X. So dollars per year. Now I don't have the dollars per year. It doesn't say $3 per year, so it's a percentage per year, and it's 3% interest. That means plus 3%. So because it's a percent, it's an exponential function. So I write a times b to the x power equals y, and I got to know what the a, the b, the x, and the y stand for. Now the a and the y mean the same thing. So since y is dollars, a is going to be dollars. The beginning amount is my a, $300, and I don't know what my y is. That's what I'm going to be trying to figure out. Okay. Now the b is your percentage, but you don't want to just put 3. You got to take 100% and plus 3%. That's 103%. Move the decimal twice, so it'd be 1.03. And x stands for years. Okay, which we know we have 5 of those. Okay, 5 years. So plug those in. So a is 300. B is 1.03. X is going to be 5. And then y is what I don't know, so I just keep that y. And all I need to do is just punch that into my calculator, because the y that I'm solving for is by itself. Okay, so I take 300. Okay, $348. Makes sense. Okay. Then our last problem, number 19. I deposit $500 in a bank account that earns 3% interest per year. How long will it take the account to reach $1,000? Okay. Okay, so same idea. Okay, this time you're finding the years though. Okay, so this time it's going to be the x that we don't have a number for, which changes things. So dollars and years. Years is x, dollars is y. So dollars per year is, again, it's not, we don't have dollars per year, it's percent per year, it's plus 3% again. So again, I know I can use a times b to the x power equals y to solve that equation. So a, b, x, and y. Remember, a and y are both dollars amounts. Okay, so dollars. So I have $2 amounts. 500 is the a, and then 1,000 is my y. Now remember, b is a percent, so I take 100% plus 3%. That's 103%. So my b is 1.03. That's my growth factor. And x is the years, which I do not know. That's the answer to the problem, so question mark. So we have 500 times 1.03. X I have to leave, then y is 1,000. Now you're solving for the x, but x is a power, so you parenthesize the power in the base. Don't times 500 by 1.03. Now you are going to use your log over log, but first you have to divide by the 500 that's outside there, multiplied by your power. So you divide by 500, and then 1,000 divided by 500 is 2. Okay, so 1.03 to the x equals 2. So x is equal to log over log. Now remember, the base is always on bottom, 1.03, and the product is on top, okay, like that. You can't mix them up. You can't have 1.03 on top, 2 on bottom. Okay, so I got this whipped if I just punch it in. Log 2 divided by log 1.03. Okay, 24. Go up to 24 if it's a decimal, so it's going to take 24 years to get it from $500 to $1,000 with the 3% interest rate.